So in today's lecture of PD, I am going to teach you all this problem, that is characteristic of the equation, like find the characteristic of the equation PQ is equal to Z and determine the integral surface which passes through the parabola x is equal to 0 comma y square is equal to Z. Okay, so let me start. Okay, first let me read the question to you all. Okay, over here also, find the integral surface of the PD PQ is equal to Z which passes through the parabola x is equal to 0 comma y square is equal to Z. So what you all have to do over here is you all have to find what integral surface. We have to find this integral surface of the PD, that is this PQ is equal to Z, and it passes through what parabola, that is these are the condition which is given to you all. Okay, now let us see. Okay, let me, so this is nothing but Chapit's auxiliary equation, that is dx upon fp is equal to dy upon fq is equal to dz upon p into fp plus q into fq is equal to dp upon minus in the bracket fx plus p into fz is equal to dq upon minus bracket open fi plus qfz. Okay, now dx upon q. Now how I got this fp? Fp is nothing but what? Now this is nothing but a function f. Okay, this is a function f is equal to pq minus z. Now how come this pq minus z you all got from? Now see over here, look, f is equal to pq minus z is equal to 0. Okay, now what is this? PQ is equal to Z. I have written it. I have taken this Z, the left hand side of your, okay. So PQ minus Z is equal to 0. Differentiate this F function with respect to P. I am going to get Q. Okay, so plug it over here. Dx upon Fp is nothing but differentiate with respect to P. You will get Q is equal to dy differentiate fq with respect to q, so you will get nothing but p, plug the value over here, is equal to dz upon, now how you all got this, let me clarify this with you all. So p into fp, right, p into fp, okay, plus q into fq, right. So how you all got this? Now p into, now what is my fp over here? When I differentiated this with respect to this, what I got? Fp is nothing but q, fq is nothing but p, right? So write down the value over here. So I'm going to get q, okay, plus q into fp, because fq differentiated with respect to this, what you all are going to get? Nothing but p, okay. What I have done is I have differentiated fq with respect to q. If you differentiate this function, we are, what we are going to get, we are going to get nothing but p, right. Fq is nothing but p. So finally this answer is nothing but twice pq, okay, positive, okay, it is 2pq. Okay, now plug this value over here. 2pq is equal to dp upon minus fx plus p into f of z. Okay, fx is nothing but what? Can you be differentiate this with respect to x? No, x term is not there, so it is 0. So what is left? Minus pfz. What is left is minus pfz, minus p minus 1. Okay, now differentiate this with respect to z. I will get minus 1 because z is okay, a variable, and it will have only one, okay, derivative. So this is nothing but what? Minus into minus, it will be positive, so it will be plus p, right, is equal to p. So now plug this value. I'm going to plug this value over here. Okay, is equal to dq upon fi is also same thing, 0 only. So okay, this fi with differentiated with respect to y term is not there, so it will be 0 plus q into f of z. Okay, now what is this q into f of z? Q is nothing but what? Minus q into what is fz? Differentiate with respect to z, I will get minus 1. Minus q minus 1, it will be positive. Multiply minus and minus, it will be plus, right? So what is left is nothing but q, and I have plugged this value over here. Okay. Next part is what we all have to do. Take this. Now dx upon q. Take this part. Okay. Take this and this. Okay. Dx upon q is equal to dq upon q. Take this. Okay, so I'll turn the page. Now dx upon q is equal to dq upon q. Dx is equal to q. Take this the other side. Okay. So it will be q into dq upon q. What is going to happen here? Q term is going to get cancelled. Okay. Once this q term get cancelled, what you'll have to do? Dx, write this dx as it is equal to dq. Now you all have to integrate this term. Okay. So on integrating this, we get x is equal to q plus c1. Okay. Now this is equal to what? Q is equal to x minus c1. Q, write it as it is, x will be as it is. This c1 I am taking it to the left hand side, so it will become negative. Okay, so x minus c1 it will become. Okay, therefore the value of p is equal to what? Let me rub this first. Okay, so this I have already cancelled, right? So now what you all have to do is, this is what p in the question, have you all seen there was pq is equal to z, right? So p is equal to z upon q. I have written it like this. See the question, pq is equal to z. PQ is equal to Z. P is equal to Z upon Q. I have taken it down, okay, over here like this. So P is equal to Z upon Q. Okay, now write down Q is equal to Z upon this value will come. Substitute, plug this value over here, okay. Now, next what I'll have to do is substitute this value of P and Q, whatever you got, okay. Now finally this is going to be what? This is equal to Z upon x minus c1, okay. And now turn the page. Substitute this value, the value of p and q in this equation, okay. That is dz is equal to p dx plus q into dy, so is equal to what I got, p to be z upon q dx plus, okay, what is the value of q? X minus c1, okay, dy. So now dz is equal to what? Z upon, what is this q? The value of p, z upon this it was, right? X minus c1, okay, z upon x minus c1 dx plus x minus c1 into dy, write it as it is. Now dz is equal to, this part will write it as it is, z upon x minus c1 dx plus, what I'll have to do? We need to balance this, right? So square this term upon x minus c1. If you cancel this term, you will get only this will remain, right? Dy. So x minus c1, take it this side, left hand side, okay? X minus c1 into dz is equal to what is left? Z dx plus x minus c1 the whole square. So let me repeat it again. Dz is equal to z upon x minus c1 dx plus x minus c1 the whole square upon x minus c1 into dy. So I have taken this the other side. So what is left? X minus c1. Okay, what dz is equal to z dx plus x minus c1 square dy. Okay. Now x minus c1 dz minus, this is minus, okay, minus sign. This is not there. Now is equal to this, what I have done, z minus z dx, I have taken it left hand side, so it was positive first. Now if you take it left hand side, it will become negative. Minus z dx is equal to this, you all write down as it is, x minus c1 the whole square dy. Then what I'll have to do with this term? Yeah, I've written the same step. This same step I have already explained to you all. Now x minus c1 the whole square, take it down, okay, the other side. Okay, so x minus c1 dz minus z dx upon x minus c1 the whole square is equal to dy, write it as it is. Okay, now this is nothing but what? What is the derivative of this? Z upon x minus c1. You will get this term only, okay? Now this is equal to dy. So now integrate this. On integrating this, integrate both the side. So on integrating, what you all are going to get? Integrate, okay? So you all have to integrate both the side. You will get z upon x minus c1 is equal to y plus c2. C2 is a constant term, okay? So on integrating, you will get this step. So next what you all have to do is z upon x minus c1 is equal to y plus c2 you got after integrating that equation. Now z, write it as it is equal to y plus c2, okay, into this, you take it here only in the bracket x minus c1, okay. Now this is your function f, like, okay. So z is equal to xy, multiply this into this, xy minus c1y plus c2x minus c1 into c2, okay, and take this as star. Then now these are the conditions, okay. X is equal to 0 I have taken, y is equal to s I have taken, and z is equal to s square. So what was the condition? X is equal to 0, y square is equal to z was the condition. So x is equal to 0 and y square is equal to z, right? So what I have done over here, let me explain you all this part. I have taken y is equal to s, okay. So z is equal to what it was, y square. So in place of y square I will be writing s because I have taken y to be s, okay. So I hope this part concept is clear to you all. Now f of s, okay. Now differentiate, okay, where now you all have to plug wherever there is x, plug 0, substitute all this value in this star, okay. Directly I am saying this to you all. Substitute whatever the conditions are given to you all, substitute all this in this star, okay. So what is my z over here? In place of z, what is the s square? Plug the value is equal to minus sign is there, minus c1s. Now what is that minus c1s? Y, in place of y, what is there? S is there. So minus c1 s, okay, minus c1 c2. Now let us see this. In place of x you have to plug 0, so there is no way this term will go, okay. Minus c1 c2, write it as it is. Now s square. Now take all these two values left hand side, okay, and write down s, Okay, so s square plus c1 into s plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. So what I have done is I have taken this equation to be left hand side and then is equal to 0 and take this as equation 1. Okay, now I'll turn the page. Okay, now have you seen this equation 1? Now differentiate this with respect to s. Okay, so this is dou f by dou s is equal to 0 implies now differentiate with respect, okay, with respect to s. So what you are going to get 2s plus c1 and this will be what, 0, right? This is a constant term. Constant term is 0. So 2s plus c1 is left is equal to 0. Write it as it is. Now s is equal to minus c1 upon 2. Okay, I hope this part is clear to you all. It's very easy. Now you will have to substitute this s is equal to minus c1 upon 2. Okay, in 1. Okay, substitute in 1. That is in this. So s square is what? It will be minus c1. Minus and into minus. Minus square will be positive, right? Plus. So what is left? c1 square upon 2 2s are 4. So c1 square upon 4 I got minus c1 into s is there. Now what is s? Minus c1 2. So minus where it is minus c1 square upon 2. Okay, plus c1 c2, write it as it is equal to 0. Okay, now minus, now what you all have to do, yeah, over here, now this you all see twice c1 square minus 4 times c1 square, 2 4s are 8. Okay, now can you all see 2 minus 4 is how much? 4 minus 2 is nothing but 2. So what I got is 2y c1 square upon 8, right? So 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Okay, cancel this term. So finally what is left? c1 upon minus, the minus sign will be there, okay, sign of the bigger number, right? So minus c1 square upon 4. Okay, so now cancel this, wait, let me, so what I got, wait, so minus c1 square upon 4. I hope you all have understood how we got this, right? I have already explained this to you all. Okay, plus c1 c2, write it as it is equal to 0. Okay, next let me take it. Now this implies that c1 square upon 4 is equal to, I hope you all can see this. Now this implies that c1 square upon 4 is equal to c1 c2. Okay, minus sign is gone because of is equal to sign. Okay, I have taken it to the other side, this part. So minus c1 c2 it was, so minus minus will get cancelled. Okay, so now what is left? c1 is equal to 4 c1 c2 upon c1, plug the 1 c1 over here. So what you all will get is, cancel this term, c1 c1. Okay, what is left? c1 is equal to 4c2. This implies c1 is equal to 4c2. Write it here. Okay, now after this I'll turn the page. Okay, now c1 is equal to 4c2 you all got, right? Now you all have to substitute this in star. Now where is that star thing? Meaning you all have to substitute in this star. Okay, z is equal to xy minus 4c2y plus c2x minus 4c2 square. This was your equation star. Okay, in this you were supposed to substitute. So I hope you all have understood this part. Okay, how you all got this? After you all have to substitute this value in star, you will get this. Okay, now what you all have to do, this values whatever is there, take it left hand side. After taking it left hand side, so z xy was positive, right? Take it left hand side, it will become negative, minus xy this is negative, it will become positive if you take it towards the left side. So plus 4c2y minus c2x plus 4c2 square is equal to 0. Okay, I hope you all have understood this part also is clear. Z minus xy plus, what I have to do is 4y minus x in the bracket. C2 is common in this and this, right? Here also C2 is there, here also C2 is there. It's common, so take it outside. Plus 4c2 square is equal to 0. Write it as it is. Take this equation as equation 2. Now, dou f upon dou c2 is equal to 0. Meaning what I am going to do is, I am going to differentiate this equation 2 with respect to c2. Okay, I am differentiating this with respect to c2. So what I am going to get is dou f upon dou c2 is equal to 0 implies 4y minus x. See, in this there is no c2, so it will be 0. Okay, so what is left? C2, 4y minus x will be there, plus 2 4s are 8c2 will be left. 8c2 is equal to 0. Next, 8c2 is equal to x minus, now take this towards the right hand side. So you will get what? 8c2, take it towards the right hand side, you will get positive x and negative 4y. So x minus 4y. So C2 is equal to x minus 4y upon 8. Now you all have to substitute this C2 is equal to x minus 4y upon 8 in equation 2. Okay, in this equation you all have to substitute this value. Okay, so what you all are going to get if you substitute this in equation 2? Z minus xy, okay, plus 4y minus x into bracket x minus 4y upon 8 plus 4 into x minus 4y upon 8 square is equal to 0. Okay, after substituting in equation 2 you will get this. Then what I'll have to do is z minus xy minus, what I'll have to do, x minus 4y the square upon 8 plus 4 upon 64 you will get. Okay, square it. Then x minus 4y the whole square is equal to 0. Z minus xy will be remaining over here, minus 16, okay, x minus 4y the whole square, okay, 8. So minus 8 x minus 4y square upon 128 is equal to 0. 4 ones are 4 16s are. Okay, now you all got z minus xy minus 16 x minus 4y the whole square minus this term, this term will go the other side, minus 8 x minus 4y the whole square upon 128 is equal to 0. Multiplied 8 16s are 128. Okay, see this. Then what all are going to get is z minus xy minus 16 minus 8 is nothing but 8 upon 128 x minus 4y the whole square is equal to 0. Then you all have to cancel this term. Okay, I hope you all this part is clear, right? Then what you all are going to get is cancel this term. What you all are going to get is 16. 8 ones are 8 16s are. Just see if it is okay. So now what is left? Z minus xy minus x minus 4y the whole square, right, is equal to 0 over here. So what is left? Z minus xy, write it over here, is equal to 1 upon 16 x minus 4y the whole square. Okay, I have taken this part to be in the left hand side, so it will be equal to, okay, right hand side, so it will become positive. It is negative, so it will become positive. Okay, next let me continue over here this part. So I've already explained you all this part, right? 8 ones are 8, 16s are, then this part I have already explained. This part is also done, right? X minus 4y the whole square upon 16 is also done. Now what I'll have to do, x minus 4y the whole square is what? So x minus z minus xy. Okay, so what you all do is z is equal to, okay, now what is this x minus 4y? Now this minus xy I have taken it here, plus xy, right? Now we will see only to this 16 upon 16, right? It has it is. Now x minus 4y square. Now you have to apply which formula over here? A minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b the whole square. Okay, I'll have to apply this. So I will get x square minus 2 4s are 8xy plus 4 4s are 16y square upon 16 plus xy. This xy it is, okay, positive xy. I have taken it towards the right side, so it will become positive. First it was negative, okay. So z is equal to x square minus 8xy plus 16y square upon 16 plus this you all have to multiply with this also. So you will get 16xy upon 16 minus 8xy plus 16xy is how much? Plus xy plus 8xy, right? We will get 16 minus 8 is nothing but 8. So it will be 8xy. So I'll turn the page and write down over here. So z is equal to x square 16 term. This 16 term I will take it to the other side. So it will become 16z, okay. So it will become 16z is equal to x square plus 8xy, because minus 8xy plus 16xy is nothing but plus 8xy plus 16y square, okay. This 16 I have taken it over here. So 16z is equal to what is left? X minus 4y the whole square. You all can write this term as like this, or you all can even write it down like this. 16z is equal to 4y plus x square. If you split it, what you will get? If you use the formula a plus b the whole square, you will get x square plus 8xy plus 16y square only, okay, in this term. You all can even write it down like this also, okay. And then your final statement is 16z is equal to 4y plus x the whole square, or 16z is equal to x plus 4y the whole square is the required integral surface, okay. So I hope you all have understood all the steps clearly, and with this I am done with today's lecture class, and thanks for watching.